सही है। मैं कंपेयर करके देखता हूँ, रुको 1 मिनट। जब
Hi, Sanjay.
Hi, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Sanjay, am I visible and audible?
Yes, yes, both. You are visual and audible, ma'am.
Okay, because just 2 minutes back, I wasn't able to, my site was not working, the English Harry site. So I was wondering,
Yes, 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 yes. Even I experienced the same.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
wondering. Okay. So
Mm.
now that we've got technology out of the way, or
Yes,
rather got it working for us, tell
yes.
me along what then.
Yeah, I have been good till now. I think so. Yeah, it's been a long time, but
Yes.
again we met.
Yes. So tell me, what have you been doing in between?
Between, so there was not as such much a special thing, but yeah, I have been practicing on daily basis.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay. Tell me a little bit about this. How do you practice? What advice would you have for someone who is learning English as a second language?
okay, so first and foremost, think that we have to be consistent, right, on daily basis. Whatever we are doing, so we have to be consistent because consistency matter. If you are doing the things for a while and you are skipping the things, so we are not going to learn and we will not achieve anything. So I have been consistent till now with respect to reading, with respect to listening to English content, and with respect to speaking, I speak on daily basis. So actually, I'm changing the wiring of my mindset. So
Yes.
we have to, yeah, completely we have to immerse ourselves very much into this language. Then we
Hmm.
will learn. Otherwise, uh, it wouldn't be piece of cake, and it would be hard not to crack. Yeah, yeah,
Very true. Okay. That's true. It's like we are actually having to rewire our brain, kind of.
exactly.
That's what you're
Yes,
trying to
yes.
say. Okay. Okay. So, talking about piece of cake, there. What do you think is the hardest part of learning a second language, in your experience? Could be different for people.
Exactly, because I think ambience matters. If you are in the ambience of language, so I think we learn easily, and like knowingly, unknowingly, we catches the things, and the things goes into the mind, I guess, because how we have learnt our mother tongue after listening to our parents, after being in surrounding, we have learnt our mother tongue. So in such a way, I think ambience matter, and we have to pay attention as well because like if like I have been living in Gujarat for last 15 years, but I didn't pay attention towards Gujarati language because I didn't want to learn. Yeah, I didn't want to learn Gujarati language. That's why I can comprehend a little bit, but I cannot utter Gujarati language.
Okay.
So it is crucial and it is paramount that I think we have to pay more attention. And whenever energy goes, things happen. Attention goes, energy flows, and things happen. So we have to pay attention if we are going to learn something, and it applies for everything. We have to pay attention.
So, Sanjay, when you say we have to be attentive and be pay attention, are you also saying that we have to be intentional?
Exactly. So
Oh,
I think if without being attentive, intentional, how can we pay attention? We
exactly, or
cannot
learn
pay
anything
attention.
for that matter.
Exactly. So
Okay.
both attention and paying. Yeah. So we have to be attentive.
Okay. So my next question is the way we learn our mother tongue as children and way adults learn a second language, is there a difference?
Exactly.
What do
Yes.
you think?
Yes. Uh, Actually, both are different because we didn't have fear at that time, and nowadays we are scared of learning language because being ridiculed, being judged. I think we are not wearing. I think we are unable to digest all these things. So that's why we are getting stuck, and sometimes we fumble because the person who is in front of, he will stop you, he will judge you, and he will point out your nuances. So these are the things which is stopping ourselves, which are stopping ourselves, I think. So I think when we were child and we were growing at that time, we didn't have such types of uh, issues because we were confident, we were exuberant, and we were learning, we were catching, adapting the thing, we were embracing the things, and that's why. So I think if we don't know English that much, but having said that, if we have confidence, so I think we can demonstrate ourselves profoundly, spontaneously. I think in productive way.
It's true. Now, I'm having a hard time keeping up with all the vocabulary that you're using. So I'm trying to keep track of all the vocabulary so that, when I give you my feedback, I can kind of put them in, okay, include all of them. Okay. So, yes, that's true. The way we learn language as an adult is different from how a child learns languages. Okay. So, you've already told me your advice for people who are learning. Do you think it's easy to learn a third language? Let's say I already know, I've learned a second language as an adult. So, do you think it's easier to learn more languages once you know a second?
Anybody and anywhere, anybody can learn, I think, languages. I have heard that person is having knowledge of many languages. So how he would have learned, I think so. I think he would have burning desire for that, uh,
Mhm.
to learning the languages, I think. But I think if you are learning something, and so you have to devote time for that, and time and consistency, persistency. You have to be tenacious for that. So these are the things required. I think one language, two language, it was okay. But if you are, I think, going to learn many languages, so I think you have to devote, and you have to skip some other areas, right? like
Uh,
if
okay, what does that mean? What do you mean, skip certain areas? I didn't
skip,
understand that.
if we have to devote more time,
Mhm.
so definitely we would have some kind of responsibility.
Very
If
true.
we are working somewhere, so we have to give 8 hours duty, we have to give 8 hours out there. And if we are married, so we have to do some household chores as well. And we
Okay.
are and we are bound to spend leisure time with our spouse, with our kid. And however, if we are indulging ourselves very much into languages only, like I will learn this language, I will learn that language, so I think it will take time, because you have to finish one language, then you have to start learning another language. So
Okay.
ultimately you have to devote time.
Okay. So you're saying that sometimes it may happen that to learn language, you are doing it at the cost of spending time with your family or your other responsibilities.
Exactly, exactly, yes
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Yes, it can happen. If you want to achieve something, you have to make sacrifices, right?
Exactly, ma'am. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, see, we've at a certain age, you feel that I have learned everything. There's nothing more that I can learn. Have you ever felt like that? Or do you think that was never going to happen?
I think that till the end of your life, you have to learn, and you will be learning, because life is all about learning every day, I think. And life has taught us many things. Really, particularly, I'm telling that every day I'm learning something else. And life is all about uh, life is full with uncertainty. And so I think I, your success will teach you, your failure will teach you, and every day you are learning. So I think this is never ending process, and I think we should push our envelope every day, rather than keeping ourselves every time. I think I we shouldn't keep ourselves. We shouldn't rest on laurels. I think, and we
Rest on
should
our
push
laurels.
our,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay.
We should keep on learning. Uh, I think if you are not getting anything, if you are feeling monotonous, so I think we should start learning anything. It can be music, it can be anything, it can be related to anything. I think learning, I think it will help you out somewhere. And if we engage ourselves somewhere, so I think that would be productive, rather
Okay.
than keeping ourselves in negative stuffs.
Okay. Okay. Sanjay, just give me a minute. Okay. Just give
Yeah.
me a minute. I'll just be back. Okay. So my next question is, are there any lessons that you've learned through life, through your success, through your failures, that you wish you knew earlier?
Come again, ma'am? Pardon?
So, is there a lesson that you've learned through anything? Through, you said, through failures, through success, everything teaches you a lesson. Is there a lesson that you've learned through your experience that you wish you knew earlier when you were younger?
Okay. Actually, I think no. Actually, I'm not thinking that I knew earlier, but
Okay.
so day by day I'm learning, and uh, every moment and every day and every challenges are teaching us, like uh, in my life, I went to hospital 4 times till now. I'm 44, I'm 45. So before, when I was in engineering, when I was a student, so I was biting the bullet, and but the issues were not like that. But nowadays, life is teaching me a lot. 2 time I was admitted for dengue fever in hospital, and one time, one time, my both hand wrist got broken due to accident. And so I was, and like couple of days back, I was in ICU. so
Oh my goodness.
so it was not that much intense when I was young, actually. But now I'm learning a lot through life, I think so. And now actually the things are and God is making me strong actually. I was not that much strong valiant previously. I think so. Somehow I am becoming strong after encountering such types of incident and issues in my life. So now now I have become uh, what we call fearless, and I'm not scared of anything. And why I have become fearless and I'm not scaring anything? I'm not scared of anything because I have been through a lot. That's why. So I'm thinking that I'm learning, and I didn't have knowledge previously, actually.
Hmm. Okay. So they say if something doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
I
I think
guess that is
uh,
what the
always
experiences you've got.
actually blessing in disguise. We can say that. Yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Seriously, I don't know of any other person who's been a guest at a hospital 4 times already. I mean, and yet
Exactly.
you have such a
Actually,
positive
some
attitude.
couple of days back, I was pondering that I went to four hospital actually, and I don't know on which hospital I have to explore, and I have to go. I think I have covered four hospital, and I think in which
Okay.
hospital I will approach in future.
Yeah. That is why I said you have already been a guest because it feels like you're visiting them. Okay.
Exactly.
But it's good to see your positive outlook, even after that. Okay. Okay.
But
So,
the last moment, the last incident was horrible. It was horrendous because I had to poop on bed and I had to pass my
I
stool
get
on the bed.
that.
Yeah, because this was the
Oh,
protocol of ICU, and I was there for
yes.
24 hours, and this is the and I wasn't able to step out. I was I was able to step out, and I would have done on my own. But this was the protocol of ICU that you cannot step out, and you have to do all things on bed only. There was spot by those who were helping me, but this
Mhm.
was actually then I got to know that. Life is uncertain, and I think we should do philanthropic work, and we have to be a benefactor. I think we should be focusing on good deeds rather than rather than
Very.
paying attention towards others.
So, isn't life strange, Sanjay, that you have to go through something ugly, something horrendous, to realize that you should do good deeds? Isn't that so
Exactly,
ironic?
exactly, exactly. This is, I think, this is the wake up call. I think,
Yeah.
and I think, and those who are facing, even though they are somebody is facing and encountering such types of challenges, but they are not changing themselves, and after facing the incident, again they are indulging themselves into futile things, and but they are not learning. But I guess this is the teachings of gods actually. I think, and I have learned a lot. If I if I will not learn, so I think it will not make sense, and so that's why I think we should be learning something from incident. Yeah.
Mm, very true. Okay. Sanjay, I'll share this with you because I feel that you're someone who will be able to get this. So, long ago, I had read, it was a long email that was doing the round in office. And the title of the email was How You Lived Your Dash. So, the dash in the, you know what I'm talking about, right? So, let me just, you know what the dash is? Uh, and it was so interesting. There, it's like this, just a dash. I've just sent it in the chat box.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so the title was How You Lived Your Dash. So I was very interested. I mean, what does this email mean? How you lived your dash? So I opened the email and the email said, see, when you die, when anyone dies, on your gravestone, they write your birth date and the day you died. Right? So you were born on so and so date and you died on so and so date. That's not important. The dash in the middle is important. So, how did you live your dash? What did you do in between day you were born and the day you died? And I found
Exactly.
that so touching. So it was really
Yes.
amazing. How did you live your
Exactly.
dash? So
Yes.
you
Exactly.
reminded me of that when you were talking. You reminded me of that years
Yes.
ago. I don't even remember the content, exact words, but yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So time for my long feedback. So
Yeah. Perfect.
I've lost count of the amazing, advanced vocabulary that you used. So I'm not going to repeat all of it because that's going to take up all my feedback time. Okay. So
Yes. Yes.
really amazing. Not only the vocabulary, Sanjay, but also your ability to incorporate idioms into your conversation very naturally. I think that is the actual gift of communication, not out of context. Okay, so all your idiom fit in really well with your conversation, and I really like the way when when the conversation is going on, you just come up with it. So push the envelope, rest on your laurels. These are not very common ones. I would say these are really advanced. The common ones are under the weather. Uh, let's call it a day. All of those. So these are really good ones, and I really like the way your answers are absolutely well thought out. So it's very logical. It's easy for me to follow everything that you're trying to say. Okay. Now, having said that, I'm just putting in a word in. Okay, hold on. This is not the word. Mm, yeah. Can you just read it out for me, please?
Ship. First one
Okay.
is ship,
Uh,
and second one is skip.
yeah. Okay. So the first one was actually N. So I just wanted to write skip. Okay. What about this one?
Valiant.
Yes. Okay. So it's just that when you were talking quickly,
Yes.
because
Yes.
you have so much to say, and that's
Yes.
absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Mhm.
I
Mhm.
thought you just mispronounced it a little bit, but
Yes.
I understood what you were trying to say. That is important. Okay. So don't be too mindful or don't be too focused on the pronunciation. All people, okay, that's wrong. So everybody who speaks in English or a second language, they are going to bring their own native language influences to English, and that's
Yes.
perfectly okay. Okay, that is the wonderful thing about languages. It's like English in India, it's English. It's not
Yes.
English. So that's okay. But if you knowing that your level is there, you're using the right idiom, you're using the right vocab, why not polish up on your pronunciation too?
Pronunciation. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, exactly. Your idioms are on spot. Your vocabulary is perfect. Raise the bar for yourself.
Yes, yeah. I'm unable to frame the sentences, ma'am. Sometime, actually, this I'm lacking on this part, and I will get rid of
Mhm.
all these things after some time if I will keep on practicing. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, Sanjay, like always, a pleasure talking to you. You keep me
Same
on
here,
my
ma'am.
toes, and I like that.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Feeling it
Sanjay,
likewise.
enjoy the rest of the day. Yep.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
I'll see you
Okay, bye, ma'am.
soon. Okay.
Sure,
Bye
sure,
bye.
sure, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Have a great day.
Bye bye. You too. Have a great day.